All right.
Here we are.
G'day, welcome out to Two Aussies and Yank walk into a bar. I'm Straussy from Tassie.
Oh, yeah.
G'day, Steve-O from Brisbane, Australia.
I'm the Yankee. Yes.
Can we
Cheers,
say
boys.
damn Yankees on that? Is that offensive?
No.
Not to you?
Well, it might be, but not to me.
Well, this,
Great band, by the way.
well, this damn Yankee's been moonlighting. He's been pulling off a bit of background work that we didn't know about. He's got a
Really?
little record deal.
He does?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
On the
Look
side.
at this.
There we go.
Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Pew,
Look at that. Look at that.
That was when I was
Look at
younger, though.
Wow.
That was back, yeah. This
Oh,
diamond ring, man. You know, it's funny you brought that up because my whole life, and particularly when I was playing sports and you'd go to meet the captain of the other team and the referee and you'd say your name and you'd go, oh, Gary Lewis, where's the Playboys? If I had a penny for every time, I probably had like
How
7
soon did that
cents.
get old, though?
Showing your age now, too.
So is the Gary Lewis, this Gary, is he from the United States or is he
Yeah.
from England? He looks like a...
No, I believe he's American,
Yeah.
but I'm not 100%.
That's a bit of a gem we found just randomly. It's like, what? I didn't even know that guy.
And I'm actually a junior.
Okay, junior,
So
junior.
I'm sure
D?
my dad got that a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
We did.
Papa Lewis.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heard that one before.
Yep.
Well, boys, we had a lake day this week.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Yes, we were out first. Well, Gaz and I usually have a lake day every week.
I like to
Steve
call that.
came out.
I like to call that when the Seals family gets a good burn. That's how we get our base burn happening.
A little bit of skin attention.
Yeah, just lacquered in
The old
sunscreen.
We got the. Sure. There we are on the lake.
There
Here
we
Here
are.
we are.
So we had a few guests out. We got Toto had the Big O.
The Big
The
O.
Big O out, and a few other people tied up. We had our mate from Pelican.
Who was tied up? Something you're not telling us?
If you didn't see it, I'm not telling.
You mean boats in a row tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our mate Jim Reynolds come out
That's right.
from Pelican. Look
word
at
from
that.
our sponsor.
Yeah.
Jim, it's great to meet you too, mate.
It was.
Thanks for the couple of
10
cases
tens.
there, mate.
But I think
Yeah.
this photo that I took, you could probably only see about 5 or 6, but at our capacity we had about 8. Because I remember it was the moment because Cadence was counting the bows.
The votes, yeah.
We've
She
got a
was
cou-
in awe.
Yeah.
Was she? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of good shots.
Jimbo's online. Is that Jimbo?
That
Jimbo?
is.
That is Jim.
Yeah.
There he is. Yeah.
Hey!
I'm not sure who come in over the top with the weenie.
That's my.
Somebody
That's
with the
me.
ring.
I'm doing this.
It is you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
okay.
there.
I was thinking if someone's married, and then I forgot you were
Yeah,
married.
I
guess.
am. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
I got the Bunnings hat on.
Yeah.
So Australian.
Oh,
there
Straussy
we go.
cooking up some meals there.
Strauss-
Some
He's going-
chicken up.
Going
there.
topless.
Yeah.
I thought this was a kid's show.
I
He
did-
said, Steve, take photos. It's like, you're bloody right, I will.
That's a good one.
Snap, snap.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Boys are looking good. There was great weather
Pretty
that day,
good.
too.
We had a good time.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
did. And so while we're on the lake, we had the episode this week's titled after my new boat, the Shady Baby,
Right.
and we had a shaky start with the Shady Baby. I went and bought her about 2 months ago. Gaz came and picked her up with his Jeep.
Yeah.
Him and Rach came with
Yeah.
his
Now,
Jeep. And
shouldn't that be cool?
Here we go. There
What do
she
I
is.
spend my
There it is.
stimulus check on?
It should be called. Here's my stimulus.
Here's my stimulus
Which,
check.
by the way, the 2 Australians got it like a month and a half before
Woo-hoo.
I did.
That's true.
Yeah. You already had it spent twice over before.
Stewie got his in Panama
I
before
know.
you got.
He hasn't lived
Stewie who? Don't know who you're talking about.
Classic. But anyway, we picked her up. She needed a bit of work,
She did,
so
yeah.
we
Cheap
put a
biscuit.
parker at the front of Gaz's house for a month. Little
Yeah.
eyesore while we put
Yeah.
a new floor in it and everything. Got it in the water. Here's the shot of we've got her in the water.
She
There
floats.
She is. It floated.
Yep.
That's number one out of the way.
a
And
good thing.
then we had a few issues.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she wouldn't crank up.
Did you do the formal
We got-
christening?
Here we go.
Is that-
We had
that's
a
the Big O's boat?
The Big O had to tow me, and he takes great pleasure in passing on this video to everyone he possibly can. But we had to tow her on her maiden voyage into the slip.
Because you guys were calling me and I was in.
You guys call me.
guys
and
call me.
I've got better
So-
things to do right now. Toto.
Here we go.
Good floor, by the way.
Look,
The floor looks
there's a
great.
picture of the floor Gary put in for
Yeah.
me. It's pretty sensational. What do you call it? Sea deck or something?
Sun deck.
Sun deck.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or you can see that.
It does look great.
Came out pretty good, yeah.
What's on the front?
Come
there?
up a treat. Everybody gets a
It's a light.
compliment all the time.
Gotcha.
It's a little Sputnik.
Little beacon.
Little
It does,
Sputnik
that
up the
doesn't
front.
work yet. We're going to work on that this week.
That's about all left to go. So she sat in the slip there for a while because it wouldn't run. So we spent a bit of time working on it
Yep.
and got it going after a couple of weeks.
Right.
And went on the first real mission across the lake. Here's a shot of me and my neighbour Mike going across
Cruising over to our
yeah, we
side.
came over to the
This
other
is at the
marina.
start, right?
Yeah.
So this is the mission. This is the outbound mission.
Yep.
Woohoo! All
We're
smiles.
under our own steam.
All smiles.
But unfortunately, the inbound mission was
Still
under,
smiling.
under tow again.
We're always optimists.
Happy
Chelsea.
days.
Love it.
But this weekend,
Coming?
no,
And
last
going.
weekend, we had to go. Here's a little bit of footage Michelle shot
Yeah, let's do it.
yesterday. The Shady baby in action.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing a couple of donuts here around their boat.
I'll tell you what, that thing moves pretty good, too.
That's bigger than I expected.
Well, it's, everything is on TV.
Everything adds 10 pounds.
So there she goes.
You got a whippersnapper motor on the back there, right?
A 50. A little
50 horse
horsepower
lawnmower.
Johnson. It's a great motor.
It is. In fact, my
Yeah.
mechanic said it's a great motor. It
Right.
just took him a while to get it going.
Yeah.
So, did you do the official christening of the Shady baby? Is that?
Smashing the champagne.
I haven't done that yet. No,
We need to.
That's why it broke down.
That is why. You haven't formally done the naming.
Yeah.
Ah, well, someone was going to get me some decals to put on it,
Gotcha.
who shall remain nameless, but not
I
sure.
Does his name rhyme with Gary Lewis?
And the Playboys.
It rhymes with Gary Pure.
Hey, that was a typo, okay?
So, the episode tonight's called Shady Baby, and that's the reason why. Now,
Because the Shady baby rides again.
It
she
does.
does right again. The original was Shady Lady.
Shady Lady.
So,
1 and 2?
Yeah.
to explain it, my houseboat's called the Shady Lady.
Right.
And
So-
when we were bringing it back from getting it, me and Rach had this conversation, and that's where the name came up.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shady Baby.
Yeah.
Shady baby it is.
Does it need a DNA test?
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical.
It came from a family of a lot of history, so there's
gotcha.
probably a lot of
Yeah.
It did. It's a 1976
yeah.
Washita.
Good year that year.
Washita. Washita.
Yeah.
It looks slick, mate. It was moving on the water. That's
Dude, it
great.
moves. He
Yeah.
let me drive it back the other night. It moves really
Nothing
good.
under 220.
Nothing under.
I'd say more like 65.
Could you ski behind it or tow the?
Well, the guy I bought it from said that you can tow a
Yeah, but
tube behind
he
it,
also
but-
said we needed an 1 7/8 ball, and it's a 2-inch. That's
The
on
information
it.
is unreliable.
He was a little hazy on the Shady baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
she's
a good
going
day.
now. She's going now. We're in good shape,
Yeah.
aren't we, mate?
Danny Joe saying he needs a late day.
Come on, buddy.
All right.
Get your butt here.
Dan.
We're waiting on you.
Yeah. So thanks again to Jim for Straussy bringing Jim out to and
Yeah.
He's a
Andrew.
great guy.
Andrew,
He'll be
right?
back out. Yeah, Jim and Andrea.
Good people.
And they have a slip on our dock, but they sold their pontoon and they're buying a new one.
It's on
And
order.
There's been apparently boat orders are going off this year. You can't buy a boat to save yourself. at the
Stim
moment.
check.
So the new boat. It is basically the stimulus checks are buying boats, and apparently people haven't been able to go on holidays, so they're buying boats.
Well, that's great. I've convinced my wife to use part of our stim check for investing in a cooler. Yeah.
right.
A Pelican
Wow.
cooler?
A Pelican cooler.
That's right.
I'm not going to use Jim at all. Probably just going to get all above board. Yeah.
Yeah. No favours required.
No favours. Pelican.com.
Yep.
Pelican. Well, just for people who are not in the industry, they are very prevalent in the music industry. We love them. We have hundreds of Pelican
Great cases.
and we love them.
Yeah.
We do.
So much so, I think he said the other day that Lady Gaga orders the most Pelicans.
Really?
That's
I didn't know
pretty-
she was
Well,
a
it's
Pelican
probably
fan.
like
She
her
is a
wardrobe
Pelican.
and makeup.
Yeah, everything.
You know?
They cater to everything. So
Yeah.
again, another plug for Pelican.
Well, she's got too many costumes. That's
Yeah.
the thing, you know.
Makeup.
I wonder if
You got
the meat.
Underpants.
Hey, do you think the meat costume's still good?
That's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland.
Would you call that dry aged?
Yeah. It's now beef jerky. Bacon jerky.
Oh man, that'll come in handy. You know, if you can't buy any more meat.
When you're out on the Shady Baby, you get hungry.
All right.
Oh, meat suit.
And you're waiting for a toe.
Meat suit.
Oh, meat suit.
Enough of that. Here we
Okay.
go. Question
Here
of
we
the week. We're
Oh.
going to set up the question of the week. We're going to
Okay.
set it up, and we'll be at the end of the show. We'll be giving the multiple choice to you guys. But in the meantime, everyone else can have a crack at it. Question of the week.
Jennifer Aniston.
And after the weekend's events of poor old Uncle Trumpy, only half full.
The
at
Bock?
Yeah, he only had half full at the old
Yeah.
Bock in
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Great venue.
So
It is one of my favorite places to
Yeah.
mix.
he got hijacked basicly. We think hijacked by TikTok.
TikTok.
And you know, I mean, you never know where it's coming from because you know TikTok's Chinese, right?
Everything
right.
is Chinese.
I do now.
Yeah, I mean, heads up, heads up.
I'm so 2020 now.
If you were Uncle Trumpy, where would you hold your next rally to make sure you pulled a crowd?
Question of the week, huh?
That's the question of the week. If you were Uncle Trumpy, where would you hold your next rally to make sure you pulled a crowd?
What's the equivalent to Centrelink?
Social Security?
Social Security.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But
That's something to think
food
about.
for thought. We
So,
might get
yeah.
a few answers.
Yeah.
But
For the people that have tuned in that want to give their own answer to this question, where would Trump be? Unky Trump. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because he hasn't announced it yet, where the next
No.
one's going to be.
I don't
And
think
you
so.
you did see that picture and that footage of him. He looked a little deflated, didn't he? I mean, it's probably been a long day for him. Old Unky Trump.
Oh, it's always a long day.
Yeah.
Because he walks so slow.
Particularly down ramps.
Jostle going, you know.
The jostle.
The jostle.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good question. I hope you have answers that we get to pick from because I.
I got some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
We got Los
Righto.
Angeles is the next.
Oh,
Los
LA.
Angeles.
There we go.
LA.
Mm-hmm.
Danny.
Yep. All right. Well,
Righto,
let's get
moving
to our
on.
next segment. We're going to our mate Tiger Cyril down in Melbourne.
Down under.
The real Tiger King.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Come on, Cyril. Bring him in. Bring him in. Where is he?
Are you there, mate? There he is.
Got
Look
him.
at that hair.
Hey, Cyril. Come on.
How are we doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Cyril Warwick
Very
Kappa.
good. Now, you might be wondering why I'm still looking like this. Well, I heard on the grapevine after the last two Aussies and a Yank walk into the bar that Netflix are very interested in doing a segment with me. So I'm hanging out on Netflix contract.
With me.
Apparently they had somebody else in mind, but he's now in jail. So I'm next in line.
That's
Was
great.
it Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage or Cyril.
I can't say who it is, but anyway, we're going all right. And I know you've got 250 million people over there, and we probably haven't got to that whole audience yet. So I thought we'd just keep milking it for a few more weeks.
Right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We need to
Cyril.
make sure that when that comes up, mate, you get the number for the audition for the
For sure.
Tiger King too.
Absolutely.
And we know that because it's pretty warm over
Excuse
here
me.
at the moment. Oh, you
Was that
got your bleach?
All right, now I'm ready to go now.
Right.
cleaning the insides?
All righty.
He's had his dose of Uncle Trump.
I think so. Yeah.
Before
Yeah,
we
guys,
let-
it's been a big week.
Before we let you run with it, Cyril, I've just got to I got a little thing we got to hit here. We thought we'd give you a little Tiger quiz because we know the Tiger King in Melbourne, the Richmond Tigers. So we got a little quiz, and we want to know if you can answer this question. This will prove if you are the Tiger King. What was written on this girl's cheeks? We're going to show you a picture. What was written on this girl's cheeks? Can we get those pictures up?
I
a bit,
think I have
guys?
seen those cheeks
we haven't got-
before. I think I've actually seen those cheeks before.
Do you know what was written on them?
Ah.
Dusty Martin.
No. No, it wasn't Dusty Martin.
Eat 'em alive, Tigers.
No, I don't think the butt's that big.
Am I
Sarah.
close?
It's just it's pretty simple. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. There you go.
That is simple.
All right. Well, all your other answers were relevant. They just weren't the right ones. You know.
I've failed. There's been a few of those around, so
Oh yeah.
I failed that one.
That's
Anyway,
all right.
I thought we weren't talking footy this week because the Tigers lost and the Kangaroos lost, and that's why you took your Guernsey off during the week and you're going around with your flesh hanging out. But anyway, there's always next week, and that's the beautiful thing about footy.
Yeah.
So, guys, I want to tell you what's been going on. Yep. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, how did you go to the pub for it? You were going to go to the pub for the game.
No, we're not very happy about what's going on here in Victoria, and this will lead me into the next thing. So we didn't go to the pub, and there's lots of issues with going to the pub. They were opening up the whole of Victoria, so we could start going back to the pub and this and that. But all of a sudden, we have a few clusters in Victoria of coronavirus. So it's starting to get out of control. The rest of Australia hates Victoria. The rest of Australia are going to start opening their borders, except for Victorians. You're not allowed to come to Queensland. You can't go to South Australia. Not that you'd want to go to South Australia. There's nothing there anyway. But there's a few other places you might like to go to we're not allowed to go to. And all of a sudden, the Premier's come out and he's starting to change the rules. So they're going to open it up to 50 people being allowed to go to the pub. No, that's now on the back burner. The only way we're allowed to go to the pub at the moment is if we have a booking, we go in and we eat our garlic bread or our meal, and then we can have a quiet beer, but we can't do it normally. So, look, over here in Australia, a lot of us Australians are getting a little bit frustrated, and so like in America, we've got leaders, and we're going to show you. This is what Australians think of what's going on here with our Premier, who's opened the pubs, closed the pubs. We're all confused. Go and have a few beers. Have a look at that one.
Right.
Now, I don't think you've ever had a quiet beer in your life, Cyril. What are you doing talking about quiet beers? Have a quiet beer.
I can't have a quiet one. I can't have a loud one. It's just very frustrating at the moment. So, have a clip there of Dan Andrews, Straussy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right.
Have we got that clip to show?
As best we can tell, the pub is shut.
Here we go.
That's not appropriate. If people simply get on the beers. As best we can tell, the pub is shut. That's not appropriate. I can't be any clearer than that. That's what's most important. The pub, that's what's most important. Beers. We had a case last week. As best we can tell, the dinner party started with one case. By the end of the dinner party, almost everybody at the dinner party had a case of beers. If people simply take this seriously, rapidly, get on the beers. That's your civic duty. That's what's most important, and that's what must be done. Beers. Get on the beers. Beers. Get on the beers. Get on the beers. Take this seriously. Get on the beers. Rapidly. Get on the beers. That's your civic duty. Beers. Get on the beers. That's what's most important. Beers. That's what's most important. Beers. That's what's most important. Beers. And that's what must be done. Beers.
I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay?
That's very, very sad, isn't it? Very
That is sad.
It is.
But that's a news channel I would watch.
That is our Premier in Victoria. He's leading our state and he's telling us to get on the beers, but then we got some mixed messages, so it's a little confusing. And hopefully the coronavirus will go away somewhere else and we can get back on the beers.
Hopefully it goes back to China.
That would be more than appropriate, wouldn't it? So anyway, guys, the rest of Australia's doing all right. Victoria, unfortunately, we've got a few clusters and they're trying to close them down and whatever. And actually, if you'd like, not that I've got it today, but if you ever get me back on again, and I hope you do because I need that Netflix series, I do have some video footage of a very close friend of mine, let's call her Carol Baskin, having a COVID-19 test, and it's quite humorous. So,
Okay.
I'm happy to bring that to the table next time, because a lot of people
Nice.
want to know what the COVID test is like.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite funny watching it, actually, but I certainly wasn't involved. I was just filming.
All right.
All
Stand by.
right, guys. Just I got a couple of things for Gary, because I know you're wondering about us strange Australians. You know, a couple of Australians there. Look,
Oh, yeah.
there's some typical Australians, and you might not have seen them, but we want to give you a real inkling of what's going on, what we're really like when the cameras start rolling. So there's this other guy over here in Australia. He's been very famous for a number of years because there was a bit of an incident with a dog, and
I
he
love
got
dogs.
pulled up by the film crew, and the film crew came along and they said, "What happened with this dog?" Anyway, we're about to show you the clip, and this guy is now an international, well, not an international, he's an Australian megastar. He can't go down the supermarket without people wanting to have photos with him. So let's have a look at this. This is the barking dog man.
Okay.
Not allowed on the
typical
beaches or
Australian.
in the parks outside certain hours. So how is it that these two are roaming their neighbourhood, frightening the locals, and the council isn't stopping it?
Now, yesterday morning, I came out into the front yard and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door in time.
Ray Graham is a
Oh my God.
That guy's from World War Z.
I thought that was Freddy Krueger for a second.
And he's your typical Australian, Gary. So I just wanted you to know that,
Oh, yeah.
there's lots of typical Australians. Now that guy, he became so famous from doing his barking dog thing. He had to do a dog commercial. So he's made money by selling dog food. He goes down to his local mall, and people stop him. They want photos taken with him. He's become a bit of a celebrity. So that's a
amazing.
barking dog man from Australia.
Wow.
Now, the last thing I thought, Gary, I thought we'd do this. A bit of Aussie slang. Now, I know you know the boys there, and I know they probably use a bit of Aussie slang with you. So what I thought we'd do, hold on, we might go this way.
Okay.
You should nail this. You should totally nail this, guys.
So this is Aussie slang time, okay?
Okay.
And you've had these Aussies here, they're your mates, so you should be able to get all of these. But we'll start with this one.
Oh, no.
You know what Arvo is?
No.
Arvo.
But did I pronounce it right?
Arvo?
Arvo.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Arvo. Arvo. Well, I know what righto is, so maybe it's the opposite of that. I don't know. Arvo.
No, it's the Arvo.
I don't know.
Tomorrow Arvo.
The afternoon.
Oh,
The
over
afternoon.
the afternoon, after over.
All right,
type
number
thing.
2.
Servo. Well, bring it over. Bring it over after the after.
After the other?
After
Bring
the
servo
Arvo.
to
I'm
the
gonna
other?
have the servo.
Servo's a gas station.
Servo. Okay. Fill her up. Fill her up.
The service station. All right.
Yeah.
This one should be easy.
Bottle of water.
Bottle-o? Go down the bottle-o?
Yeah, like bottle, beer, drink, the piss.
It's a liquor store.
Yeah.
Okay, liquor store. Well,
Yeah, we'll give you that one.
I was close.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Dirtied in my pants.
That'll make you jump.
I've never heard that before.
Well, you have. You just heard it.
You'd burn your ass if you're dirtied in your pants, I can tell you.
But
That's
fire.
a cigarette.
A cigarette.
It's
Okay.
a cigarette.
Yeah, smoke.
Cigarette, no?
Stubby. Well, that's our tour manager's got a stubby.
That's a chubby.
Is that cigar?
You're actually drinking one at the moment, are you, Straussy?
Oh yeah, beer.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got
Oh
one.
yeah. Bottle
beer.
stubby.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, cold one.
No.
Snag. Oh. Huh.
Snagged him.
Yeah.
Now, no dirty stuff. This is a PG show.
Snag. Well, I don't know that one. Snagma.
You gonna tell him, Cyril?
Put a snag on the Barbie.
Snag
Alright,
on the Barbie. Shrimp.
That's a sausage. Put a snag on the Barbie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're
Snag.
getting cultured
Alright.
today, mate.
Yeah, I know. Chunder. What you feed the fish.
That actually, that's probably pretty true. That's probably
It's very
pretty
true.
I can-
It's
I can-
That's what I
It's
thought.
very
Marry
true
that
of
up.
Gary because he chundered and fed the fish
Yeah.
the night we went to the
Bit of fish
last time we
chum.
went for Mexican.
Yeah, I did. I did. Too funny.
That's when you spew your guts up after having too many from the bottle.
There was too many of something. That night.
Too many beers.
Yeah, but man,
All
I
right,
fed
we
the
got
fish. that
three to go here.
night. Booze bus. Oh man, that's when you don't want to probably be on that one. Is that when the cops pick you up?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty much
I thought
it.
you would have said
No,
there's
but-
plenty of those
Yeah,
in Nashville.
There's a lot of those.
Those
in
pedal
Nashville.
taverns.
Yeah, pedal taverns. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Sicky. Well, that's how you feel if you are on the booze bus. You're sicky.
Close.
You're probably exactly right. But in Australia, it has another meaning, and that is when you're just having a day off work, you're having a sickie.
So that's what you use to get a day off.
Yeah, having a sickie.
Oh, they do that here.
It's
chuck
like,
a
it's
sickie.
like
Or you can
stick
chuck
Chuck a
with
sickie, yeah.
Chuck a sicky.
Chuck a sickie. Yeah, chuck a sickie. You're not actually sick.
Right.
It's what probably my boss would think if he could see me right now. And
What's he gonna think when you're on Netflix?
Bludger. Oh man, bludger. Well, that bludger. I've heard this one. Oh man.
If I didn't know it, I would have thought that it would have some murderous intent.
No.
That's bludgeoned.
Like,
Bludgeon. Yeah.
like Chopper. He's a bludger.
Bludger.
Take a stab at it.
it just means it just means you're a slack ass. You're not working as hard as everybody else.
How'd you know?
You're letting the Aussies
That's on
do all
Gary's
the work.
business card.
I haven't done anything since January.
It's also like a dole bludger is someone who's on
Welfare.
on welfare
Okay,
and
I
doesn't
can see that.
want to work.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Like on the social security, and there's a lot of people who are in that category at the moment, but not for their own fault. So
Right.
But listen, guys,
Of course.
there was one thing. There's one thing that we missed during that whole thing. So the whole idea. This is just a normal sentence in Australia, Gary. So
Okay.
this arvo, I went to the servo to get some petrol so I could go to the bottle-o and get some durries and some stubbies. and then I chundered and got pulled up by the booze bus.
The booze bus.
And then I had to have a sickie, and then all my workmates thought I was a bludger.
Bloody bludger, mate.
So that's a complete
Good job,
sentence.
Cyril.
I
Well
love
done,
it.
Cyril.
Good job.
Well done,
buddy.
mate.
Well done, Gaz.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be better the next time.
And I've got one last piece of something to tell you, which has got nothing to do with Australia, but it's got to do with Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bit of
So
trivia.
I know all about them. They're from America,
Yeah.
and Gary Lewis was the son of Jerry Lewis, the famous
That's
comedian.
correct. That's correct.
There we go.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyril's a DJ and a music trivia.
Book
guy.
of knowledge right there. Tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
A peroxide tree of knowledge.
One could say he's one of Jerry's kids.
One of what?
We're Jerry's kids.
Yeah. Right. That's fantastic work,
I'll
Love
Yeah.
it, Cyril. I don't think you can ever lose the hair, and especially if you want that Netflix special. You
Yeah.
gotta keep it.
Oh man.
You get another couple of runs out of me before I show you my real beautiful looks.
Okay.
Yeah, if you come on again without the wig, I won't recognise it.
Everyone's gonna know who you are.
Oh, that's great.
Good work,
All right,
mate.
guys.
Good
From
to see you,
Australia,
Cyril.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank
Cheers,
you, buddy.
mate.
Cheers,
Love you,
Cyril.
mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Oh man, I gotta brush up on my Australian.
You know what's funny though is that I'm not sure how you were, Straussy. I'm going in 15 years being in Nashville or in the States for that matter.
Yeah.
but I've dropped the majority of those abbreviations or what are Australianisms because
People don't understand.
I would use them in a sentence and they'd go, huh? Or what?
I used to have to translate.
Yeah, and I would repeat what I said and they'd still, what? And then I would relate it to the...
Yeah, I've had the same experience, and then you got Stewie Ward who just ploughs ahead regardless, and actually spends all of his time explaining what he just said.
Really?
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
I don't have time for that.
He's like a cultural ambassador. We don't have him tonight, but we do have someone back who we heard from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You might want to do
My mate Rodney.
Your mate,
Rodney. Now, Rodney is a bit of an internet sensation. We caught him last week and he gave us a little bit of feedback about the state of affairs with the current affairs. Yeah, protests. Rodney's come up with a new, I guess a recent video, just dropped in the last day or two. And it's Rodney giving us a little feedback on that. You know, don't be a racist.
Don't be a racist.
And it's words of wisdom. The prophet, Rodney, here he comes.
So people ask me, hey, hey, how if I'm a white person and I don't want to be racist? How do you not be? How do you be a white guy and not be a racist? So it's very simple. So. If you're a white person and you say, hey, I love everybody and I don't treat anybody with disrespect, so I'm not a racist. That's a pretty good thing. You might be thinking, hey, I'm pretty good. I'm not racist. But see, as soon as you say you're not racist, it could just be that you're just, it could just be that you're just not aware of when you've been a racist. So like you think you're not racist, but you're actually kind of a racist. Because you're just not aware of all the things that you've done that you could that you are might be because you're too you don't just, maybe you should just talk about the weather. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. Just don't bring it up. Just hey, it's a pretty nice day. This crazy weather we're having, huh?
He fell asleep.
Hey, so you watch him and you envision a hamster in a wheel in Rodney's brain.
Oh man!
Just go, and then it just takes a bit of a rest.
There's a lot of shrooms consumed in Rodney's house. It's gotta be something.
Yeah,
I love it.
How about the weather?
He looks like a prophet. He looks like a 2020
my goodness.
Prophet. But don't be a racist.
Don't be a racist.
About the weather. Let's talk about the weather.
That's it.
Well done, Rodney. Love you.
That's very good. And speaking of our mates,
Yeah.
we got our segment back this week.
Yeah.
That we're doing instead of the push-ups. Let's call a mate.
Let's call him, mate.
And this week we're going to Rockford, Illinois, to our mate Derek Spalding. Have we got the little Rockford background there?
Hey!
Yeah.
Talking about the weather.
How you doing, mate?
Hey! How is everyone?
I think we got the green screen. Is that Rockford, Illinois?
We're in Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah. When you move to Rockford, you actually live in a dungeon. This is during the winters. You cannot go outside, so it's just a concrete wall around you. Yeah, this is Rockford.
But Derek, I know it's been a while since you've been outside. It may be a while since you've been outside the walls, but it's not winter anymore.
Yeah. It's summer.
Yeah, it is summer.
You might be cold in the dungeon.
But I live in Rockford, which is why I have a hoodie on.
It's still snowing
in the
there.
summer. Yeah,
Gotcha.
basically.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. The summer solstice happened last night, and then
Back to snow.
I have a sweatshirt on. I have a sweatshirt on today. So that's Rockford. It's much closer to Wisconsin, which is in basically Canada. So I didn't know what I was getting into when I moved here. Anyway, how the hell are ya?
Good, mate.
Good, mate. We're good, mate. And our purpose of this call is to check on you and your mental health and how you're feeling and stuff. Because let's call a mate. Sorry?
I am drinking my face off. My God.
So that hasn't changed then.
How to cope with pandemic 2020.
Yeah.
Drink your face off.
Yeah. So pretty much my life in Nashville, 15 years of excessive alcohol abuse has continued into this. And I feel great. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, because we were concerned.
It's not good. That's not good.
Sure, it's good, sure.
Well, it seemed that you're happy about it, so that's amazing. I mean, we're checking on your mental health. You know?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Well, we were worried about you going up there because we heard that Rockford is not the safest place. In fact, we saw this headline about Rockford. Rockford, Illinois, highest violent crime per capita. Is that true? We were pretty worried about you.
I've not experienced any violent crime personally.
Okay. Because you've been in your dungeon.
That's why he's in the dungeon.
Well, correct. I mean, it's very safe here in my bunker. But I have heard statistics like that, and Rockford is not exactly that safe. There are pockets of Rockford that are not exactly where you want to hang out.
Okay.
Yeah, welcoming. Yeah, that's a very good term for it. But,
so the highest violent crime per capita, is that in the United States?
I don't know, or it could just be in Rockford, Illinois.
It's just in Rockford.
It's probably based off of the state.
I mean, I think maybe that's just in one pocket.
Yeah, the pocket.
Yeah, that's one.
Derek's pocket.
Yeah. Derek's pocket.
Well, I hang out there, and I'm trying to fuck some shit up. I mean, that's my thing. So. But no, I have heard that there's some danger here. I have not experienced the danger here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
We're happy to hear that. At least that's probably good for your mental health as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, we Googled up, when we Googled Rockford, we came up with that crime capital thing, and then we wanted to find out where you should go when you come to Rockford, and this apparently is the number one destination. It's the Nicholas Conservatory.
What is that?
I don't know where the hell that is.
It looks like a big rooster.
It does. I thought it was what's that chicken place?
Big Rooster?
No.
Big Rooster.
Red Rooster. The other
Party
KFC.
Well, Derek, this is the number one. This is the number one destination in Rockford to go.
Well, apparently, I'm missing out, man.
Time for Derek to sober up.
You get time.
Get out of the dungeon.
Come out of the bunker.
Go look at the stars.
I mean,
there is so that structure in the background is actually it's the Anderson Conservatory. It's kind of like a greenhouse, which is something they think is phenomenal here.
So they have the greenhouse effect.
I don't know that it's that cool, but they do grow plants in there during the winter, and
big terrarium.
But this. Yeah, this statue of whatever the hell that is, I'm not sure.
It's just
it's an art thing. Yeah, I thought Derek was going to tell us. I was just going to throw it to him and give us the spiel on what it is.
Oh, yeah, it was built in 1947.
Right, correct, yes. Because ever since I moved here, I've made it my goal to learn all about historic facts from this city.
I'd say you got a little ways to go.
Let's ask you this question then. So then, Derek, if we're going to throw to your expertise, what
that's down
alcohol?
By the river.
What alcohol is? What alcohol is Rockford famous for?
Beer. I would say beer.
Okay.
That's not the right answer, though, is it?
No, we're asking you.
Yeah, come on, you should be in the know.
If you say it's beer, we're going with beer.
Sold.
Yeah, sold.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. So they have like this weird thing with like alcohol here, like hard liquor. So I showed up at a party with a bottle of Jack Daniels, of course. You know, shocker there.
No.
Yeah, right. And everyone at the party was like, whoa, who brought the hard stuff? It's like I brought cocaine to a fucking party. You know what I mean? So I don't know what alcohol. Maybe the Moscow Mule, they're kind of into that. I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, that's your mission before we call you back for the next Let's Call It Mate, is to find out what.
Check your mental state. What's the big?
Right.
Someone said that art piece looks like a Chick-fil-A.
A swish.
A high-end
Absolutely.
Chick-fil-A monument to Chick-fil-A. And what is
Absolutely.
what alcohol of choice in Rockford, Illinois?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Chick-fil-A in Rockford, Illinois, because being from Nashville, you do love Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's a thing,
Yeah.
So that drive-through in the Brentwood Chick-fil-A was approximately 45 minutes long, 800 cars.
Yeah.
Rockford, Illinois, there's like 10 cars maybe. You can cruise through Chick-fil-A like it's no big deal, like it's a McDonald's.
So what you're saying is it'd be quicker if we drove to Rockford to go through the drive-thru
Basically,
and then drive back to Nashville.
Chick-fil-A at Rivergate, yeah.
basically, yes.
And for people who don't know, how long is that drive again?
Yeah, don't go on a Sunday. Don't go on a Sunday.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah. Don't go on a Sunday. God,
For people
what
who
is it?
don't know, Chick-fil-A's
Probably
closed on Sundays.
9-10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
You really
Yeah.
going to want a chicken sandwich for that.
Yeah.
Now, Derek, we know that the
Yes.
pandemic's been sweeping through Rockford like everywhere, and the other main tourist attraction I hear is being converted into a hospital. We got a little picture here of the Midway Village Museum that's now a COVID-19 hospital. Is that right?
that's
Is that
from
Uncle-
MASH.
Did
Yeah,
Uncle-
that's from
did Uncle-
MASH.
Did Uncle Trumpy put that up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think radar.
I want to see Alan Alda walking out of that tent. And that hot that hot blonde chick, whoever she was.
Yeah.
Now, do you know about this?
It would not surprise me one bit if that was a legitimate hospital in this town.
Well,
I mean, it would not.
Derek, this is the Midway Village Museum. It's a museum. What is it a museum of?
Are you kidding me with this, Colin?
No.
Number two.
You're getting schooled tonight too,
Number
mate.
two tourist
You're getting
attraction.
schooled. Gary got schooled in the Aussie slang. You're getting schooled in Rockford
Yeah.
tonight.
I know.
I did better on the Aussie slang. I really did.
How to tie a tourniquet.
How you found this is amazing to me. I don't know.
I just googled the most popular tourist destinations in Rockford, and that's number two.
Strauss is good at doing his homework.
Yeah.
That makes sense, Colin. I live in a shithole. I mean, that makes sense that it's the number 2 tourist
Rockford, Illinois.
attraction.
Oh, well, we didn't want to tell you that.
Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford Mash Tent.
You go look at the stars and go to the hospital.
Greetings from Rockford, Illinois. And a picture of that tent.
Worship Chick-fil-A, and then go to Alan Alda's Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
I think as long as we're making
Which is my favorite. That's actually my favorite street here in Rockford, Chick-fil-A. But
well, given that our call here was to check on your mental health and boost your morale, hopefully we've given you something to think about.
I think he's gone easily from a 2 to like an 8.
I think I went from a 2 to like a 1.
All right,
But
can we cut him
apparently
off?
there's some.
Edit that out.
There's some tourist.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some really, really interesting tourist attractions that I should hit here in this town.
Yeah.
There you go. We've given you a mission, Derek.
Yep.
Yeah. Lock up the gimp, get out of the dungeon, go to the MASH museum.
Jason! He's asleep, guys. He's asleep.
You wore him out.
It's nap time, yeah. Time for a banana and nap.
No, I didn't wear him out. My wife did. Courtney wore him the fuck out.
Mate. Well, it's good to hear your voice and catch up with you. We've
Yes.
we miss you and wish you were around a little more, but you know, we'll
come to
catch up
Nashville.
again.
We'll have a beer and go through Chick-fil-A drive-through.
I do absolutely miss you guys. There's a lot of memories there, and I love this this whole Facebook Live thing you guys are doing is fantastic. Thanks for having me a part of it, and I wish I was more prepared and funnier.
It was perfect. You did great.
Cheers, mate.
Spot on, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
Cheers, Derek.
All right,
See you
guys.
soon, mate.
All right,
Take care.
guys.
Take
All
care.
right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah. That was awesome.
There it is.
We need Logan. Is Logan on the computer dropping all the beep, beep, beep?
Beeping Derek out. No holding back with that boy.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, cool. We're up to musical
guests.
time.
Yeah.
You want to do a little
I
intro on
do.
this?
The great Rick Huckabee.
A good mate of
The
yours?
Huckster, yeah.
Come on,
Huck.
Ruck.
Let's go. Get out here.
Ruck. I called him Ruck.
Ruck.
Let's go with Rick. The Rick Huck.
Yeah, buddy.
What's up, fellas? Thanks for coming. Oh, thanks for having me. Gary, good man. How are you, pal? Colin, great to see you,
mate.
Awesome, man.
So,
where do you guys want to see you?
Come over there.
All right, cool.
yeah, we'll shuffle. We'll do the old
cool.
shuffle. So, what have you been up to?
Buddy, I've just been kind of laying low like everybody else.
I know.
It's nice to get out. Nice to see
It's
you
good to
guys,
have you.
man.
It's been a
Glad to
while
be
since
here.
we've actually seen each other. Usually it's out on the lake.
I know it, man.
And gonna get my fix of Huck, you know?
I know, man.
So,
Thanks for
As
having
soon
me.
as we started this whole thing, you were like, we gotta get Huck.
I said that. We gotta get Huck. I got a guy. I know
Thanks,
a guy.
man. What
I
a
was starting to
setup.
believe you were fictional.
I am.
Yeah, Gary's imagining your friend
I
again.
actually am fiction. It's okay.
But tell us a little bit of what you've been up to with all the craziness.
Man, I've really just been kind of, before all this stuff happened, I was writing songs, 3 to 5 days a week, and then playing around town on the
Yeah.
weekends, and then all that stopped,
Yeah.
like everything else. And then it kind of kept going a little bit with the virtual
Sure.
writings and stuff like that, which was kind of cool because I never, you guys know I'm the most technically challenged dude
Yeah.
that there is, so I was a little suspect about how I was even going to get around with it, but it worked out really good. It was cool. I was telling Todd O,
Yeah.
Captain O.
Captain O.
I was telling him earlier that it was harder with people that you'd never met before. That's hard just
Yeah.
because you're just trying to get the feel of.
Because in a live situation, when you're in the same room, you get to get a feel for, getting to know someone before you write. And
Sure.
virtually, it's like,
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
you got this line.
Yeah.
It's called "Let Out the Gimp."
What do you think?
Okay, over to you.
Try it, just for an idea. Title, yeah. It was that part. You're right. It was a little tough at first, but we eased into it. It was easier with people that I knew and that I'd written with before.
Sure.
So it's kind of it was like catching up. Like, how you doing? How's it?
Right.
And some of it turned out really good. Some of it was harder to get to because of the latency and stuff. Like that. That part was a little weird. Just as far as like. Just hearing each other and little glitches and stuff, but for what it is, for the most part, it actually I was really thankful for it because it just kept me productive, kept me doing the same thing, you know, and the routine was good, just to keep at least feeling like you're writing songs.
I think that's what's happening for the situation in any industry is that you have to learn to adapt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just
Yeah.
it's easy to be forgotten about.
Totally, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn it like everybody else. But,
for you.
It's been good, man. It's opening up a little bit now. It's
That's
starting to
awesome.
get back going again, so it's good.
And I know, like, Huck's, a good friend of ours, but also one of my favorite artists.
Oh,
too.
thank you, man.
And,
Thank you, buddy.
And
No, I'm serious.
He's right here, man.
You've had record deals. You're still writing.
Yeah.
You've written for a bunch of people. What was Call Me Huck? That was 2007.
Yep.
And
that was
then
my
my
debut.
favorite album, Hitting My Stride.
Thank you, brother.
2009.
That's
with
right.
Saving Savannah,
That's
which
right.
is like.
That's right. Thanks, man.
I could just listen to that song.
So just
nonstop.
so these
not
guys
it.
tuning in know, did you guys tour together or
We knew each other.
what
We
was
met
what was the initial
through.
connection?
How did we meet? I can't even.
Probably through Todd.
Probably through Todd.
And then your uncle too.
And Uncle Al. Actually, I think
Absolutely,
Uncle Al
yeah.
was the first, and then we realized we had mutual
Yeah.
friends with Jack and Todd.
Your uncle, who I call Dad.
Yeah.
He was out on the lake. It was good to see him.
He actually did say hi because I said, Huck's
Good, you
coming
got
on
to
the
tell him I
show.
said hi, man.
It's his
I can't wait
birthday
to see
too,
him.
Uncle
And it
Al.
was his birthday Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's the coolest.
Just tell him down the barrel.
Yeah.
Tell him hi.
But yeah, and like some of my favorite memories is going to see Huck.
Oh,
play.
man.
You
Thank
know,
you.
because
Thank
you always
you.
had great players playing, and it was just a great
I was
time.
lucky
And
to
great
get-
songs.
Oh, thanks.
A lot of
man.
great
Thank
songs.
you.
Well, that's how.
Gotta take care of you.
Somebody's got to sign you
Yeah,
right now.
My self-esteem
You know?
is so high right now.
Well,
Thanks,
that's
Gary.
how I met Huck, because I was working third
working
Winslow,
Third, that's
and
right.
he was
I know.
working down there.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Colin always
Yeah.
had us sounding fantastic, as usual.
Thanks,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
You're
always a
welcome.
great show. I loved it.
Thank
But we're
you.
gonna hear you play something tonight.
Sure.
And what are you gonna play for us?
Well, whatever you want. Saving Savannah. I'll
No,
play.
no, no.
I don't know, man. I
want to
was working
hear.
it up
I want to
for
hear
you.
something new, maybe. I mean,
Okay.
you can play just a little bit of Saving
All right.
Savannah.
I'll play.
But
I'll
then
play whatever you want.
play
man.
something that's on the new.
Okay.
What's the attachment with Saving Savannah? Was that?
That's the song that was on my Hit My Stride
Hit My
record. I
Stride.
think you just.
it's
Gary
one
likes
of
the
those.
song.
Well, it's one of those songs. The way you wrote the song with Savannah and the tie of Georgia,
Uh-huh.
and the play on the words, but also the story behind it, like it paints a picture. The song.
Thanks, man.
And like that's what when I listen to songs and good songs, that's what I draw from.
That's what
You
I'm
know
looking
I mean?
forward to.
Like
man. Same thing.
wow, you know. And I think other people who have heard the song, same thing. You know, you can just picture what you're trying to
Well,
say.
thanks to our pal Tracy for cutting
Yeah,
us
I
in,
know.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when you perform tonight too, they'll probably drop the Instagram. What is your Instagram so people can find
I'm
you?
your Huckabee.
I'm your Huckabee all day long. That is the bombshell.
Tapping on the trigger. Yeah, that's great.
I love it when he looks at the camera. and
Yeah.
goes, I'm your Huckleberry.
And you brought Trigger along tonight, right?
He came with.
Okay.
That's right.
That's his
My
guitar.
trusty steed.
Trusty
Okay.
Steve.
Mhm.
Nice.
I stole that from Willie. Haven't we all?
And, hey, you know what do they say? Flattery is the
Sure.
something like
Epitome
that.
of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Having great hair. Oh,
Yeah, you're right about that.
Well, let's hear it, Huck.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
we're going to do another bit. Before
Yeah.
you
While you
I'll
get set up,
Give me the high
we will.
All right, man. All right.
Well, mate.
This is great, man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Cheers.
This is gonna be good.
So, Ben, did we get a chance just to scroll back through some of the comments, if we can flick through there? Someone mentioned something about
Danny Joe, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
We do need a old lake day with Huck
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
For
Did
sure.
we get any?
Brooke Chevelle, that's an Aussie boy right there.
Yeah, Brooke is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was over here. I don't know. It wasn't
Hey,
10
Brooke,
years
just
ago.
a little bit of tidbit. I think my sister was in one of your video clips.
In Brooks.
How about that?
Really?
I think if it's the right.
I caught up with him last year when we were down home. He came to a show
Gotcha.
when we were in Brisbane. So
Right.
yeah.
Actually, my sister Jules, if she's watching, she'll be able to look and.
She did comment earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. That's Lake Days. Yep. And Danny's comments.
We
There
need
was
a
one.
Lake
Of,
Day
there was
with
one of
Huck.
your comments from someone that was one of your Trump fans from last year. I forgot what she said too.
Oh, that's great.
All good. All good.
All
Probably
right.
commenting on his rap prowess in
Oh
the
yeah, DJ Trumpy.
yeah, DJ
Yeah,
Trumpy and that
gotcha.
little
Uncle Trump.
clip we played. Yeah. Pleasure is the wings.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
A few of the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mick.
Oh, Mick.
Hey,
Dad.
Dad.
There he is.
How's it going?
Okay. Very cool.
Righto.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have anybody hit the question of the week, really.
Can you read it?
but,
Can you read it one more time? Because I need a refresher as well.
The question of the week was, we're not doing it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so I got
But
time to, and the
the
people might
question
be
of the
able to.
week was, if you were Uncle Trumpy, where would you hold your next rally to make sure you pulled a crowd?
Copy that.
Because
Any comments? Yep, there's my sis. Jules was in that Brooks video. Jules, Kath, Gav. Small world, mate.
It is.
Small world.
Yeah.
Brooke,
Sounds-
thanks for tuning in tonight.
So we're ready for.
Sounds like
the
Huck's
Huck
got some
set.
guitar going
Yeah,
on there.
he's got a little twang.
We ready to go there, Huck?
I'm ready, brother.
All right, buddy.
All right, mate. Let's take it away.
Kick it.
This is from a pal, Gary. It's called Saving Savannah. Mama's heart is breaking. Daddy's drinking again. And this old house ain't heard laughter since I don't know when. I got a call from last Sunday. She said everything was fine. But I know my baby sister, I could tell she'd been crying. It never was good at lying. So I'm saving Savannah. The city ain't where she belongs. If I have to burn down Atlanta, I'm bringing Savannah back home. "20 miles out of Marietta, might as well be driving blind. No idea where to start looking, afraid of what I'm gonna find. I cashed my paycheck last Friday, and I'll be here till it's gone. After that I'll think of something. The only thing I really know is I ain't going back alone, 'cause I'm saving Savannah. The city ain't where she belongs. If I have to burn down Atlanta, I'm bringing Savannah back home. Nothing she could do to make me not love. I ain't trying to be no hero, just a brother. If I have to burn down Atlanta, I'm bringing Savannah back home. It's from my pal Gary, y'all. Thanks, pal. Thank y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Tracy Lawrence, for recording that song. Thank you for asking for it, Gary.
Of course. Of course.
Thanks, man. I haven't played that in a while.
I know. It still sounds as great as ever.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Great job, Huck. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
I love that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. I noticed you listened to the whole thing.
Yeah. You know what's funny is
I don't always do that.
No, I don't.
We need to get more of Gary's mates in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing next week, Huck?
Same time next week.
Oh, man. Question of the week.
Well, we're going to finish up on the question of the week again, as per usual.
Yep. If anyone wants to bleep in, Question one more time, Strauss.
Question is, if you were Uncle Trumpy, where would you hold your next rally to make sure you pulled a crowd?
So we got Danny.
And multiple choice is A,
I can't read that.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Here we go.
Ah.
A, Seattle. Here we go. There's a little Seattle action.
There we go.
Okay. A, Seattle. B, Atlanta. What do you think? Is he going to get a good response down there, or do you think he's going to have a tough time in Atlanta? Might be a bit noisy down there.
I don't know.
C, Detroit.
Rockford Conservatory.
The Rockford Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's great, Ann. Oh, man.
Detroit. C, Detroit.
No, that's going to be Photoshop.
Well, yeah, we're in it.
Or D, India. There he is in India.
Get in there.
He can pull a crowd in India any day of the week. Look at that. Look at that. They love him.
Oh,
they love him. He's over there with Modi.
Oh, that's great. I kind of think I would like to see him go to Seattle.
Really?
Take back the city. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going with A.
Do you think he's got that in him, though?
Yeah.
I think he's willing to do the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'd do it?
Yeah.
The question says, to make sure he pulled a crowd, though. Man.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we... If the TikTok stuff is true, that makes sense, you know? But think of how many people still viewed the...
I wonder if TikTok's big in India.
Oh, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok.
What is
TikTok?
Say, get it India. I don't know.
I'm going with Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next rally.
Jazz just wants to see him
Yeah.
he wants to see him take charge.
It wouldn't. You would think it'd be better for him in Atlanta, but it probably wouldn't. So
Well, you could do Atlanta, too.
I'd have to go to Atlanta.
You going to save Savannah?
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Are you?
Yeah.
So I've got a tie
just
break
to shake
again.
it up.
You got to break the tie.
You could say India.
Yeah.
That was a doozy
I
right
could,
there.
but then it'd still be a tie break. I love the India.
We could have Todd or Ben, or Logan, one
But
of the
I mean,
guys
he could
pick
have the
time.
rally in India, but it wouldn't do anything for him politically. Like, no one in India can vote.
No,
for
but
him.
he'd pull a crowd. That's all he cares about. He's got to pull a crowd.
Wow.
I'm not going to tie break. I'm going to tie break, and I'm going with Seattle.
Yeah! That's your first one.
That's my first one. Thank you, buddy. Oh, man.
You got it.
I love it.
I would have gone India if that was an
I
option.
bet you would have.
I would have gone India.
Time to get it in here.
Oh, man. Oh, that was fun.
That was a good episode tonight.
That was good.
It was, yeah.
Good flow.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good
Good energy.
long. Tiger Cyril again.
Yeah.
Tiger
All I
King
guess.
Thanks to everybody that came in. Tiger Cyril. We quick mentioned the Pelican Gym.
Yep.
Yeah, Pelican Gym.
I love that. Pelican Gym.
That's what he's got to be about. Yeah, thanks to Rodney.
Derek.
Derek
Yep.
Spalding. And
Huck.
The Huck.
The Huck.
He's a good
The
guest.
Huck.
Yeah.
We've got to thank all the boys in the studio.
Boys in the booth,
yes. Toto on the
Toto.
sound waves.
Yep.
And
The waves of sound.
Ben on the vid and Logan phoning it in.
And the young fella. That's right.
He's
That's
the
what I said.
bronze. Oh, wait. Is it the brains or the bronze?
Yeah.
He's the
Okay.
bronze.
Yeah, personal security.
Logan's the brains.
Very good. Well, that's it for another week, and let's wrap it up and come
do
back
it.
next week for another
Yep.
one
Yep.
and knock it out again.
You
Thanks to
betcha.
Jaybird Studios too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jaybird. Thanks,
Thanks,
Jeremy.
guys.
Righto! Righto! Thanks for tuning in.
Right.
Much love. Spread
Yep.
love.
And remember to water your grass.
And don't cut someone else's.
Especially mine.
What will they say?